Hey Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline. This isn't my jungle, it's the kitchen, and that's the entryway over there. Although there are some plants over there. It's fine. Everything is fine. Hi! If you're not new here, which you're probably not, thank you for coming back. I hope that you enjoyed the last one that I just filmed before this one, and I was too lazy to change my sweatshirt, but I also really love this sweatshirt. It's from Boardwalk. I don't know if I have them in the description box anymore, but I do have a code and it might still work. So if you're interested, just reach out to me and I'll give you the code, because nobody buys anything, so I don't bother with t-shirt links and stuff anymore. But I do really like this company. So anyway, hi! In our last video, we had potted up this Calathea Makoyana into this beautiful pot back here. I have this smaller one now that we are going to attempt to pot up this Opuntia in, variegated Opuntia. And we are gonna try and not get stabbed. I do have some like gardening gloves that I can use. My fingernails are still filthy from the last video, so I apologize for that, but that's just kind of what happens when you're repotting plants. I know some people hate it, but it is what it is, and you should wear your gloves all the time. I just like to be able to feel what I'm doing. So I am eager to get this out of here and see what's going on. So I do have two fan requested things to talk about, stories I suppose to tell you. The first one's not really a story, but let's see, who wanted to know? Plant Bean Mama here on YouTube wanted to know if I ever dealt with mean girls in high school and what was I like just generally in high school, like personality wise. And let me tell you, girl, nothing has changed. Literally nothing. I'm just more confident being weird now than I was being as a child being weird, because I was weird. So high school was difficult. So yeah, I mean, I definitely dealt with mean girls in high school. I feel like most of us do, unless you were one. But which, like, I had my moments. I feel like when you're being bullied, it's way too easy to like turn around and take it out on somebody else that you think is gonna like take it, you know? So I am guilty of that. That's something that I've talked about before, a long time ago on my channel actually. And I want to reiterate that hurt people hurt people. It's never happy people that hurt other people. Just keep that in mind. If anybody has done something terrible to you, it's probably because they hate themselves. Are these two left-handed gloves? David's like, I have gardening gloves. Or are they supposed to be like that? Like one, but like this, I'm gonna get stabbed on this side. I just don't want to get stabbed, that's all. So like, we're gonna try. But yeah, so I feel like, you know, that's it wasn't severe. I wasn't like severely bullied or anything like that. I also just genuinely don't care. I tend to not really care about what other people think. That took a lot of practice. It doesn't come naturally. I don't think that comes naturally to like anybody. But yeah. Yeah, I guess I just never really cared that much. Like, obviously I did. I had like low self-esteem, and I think that's pretty normal, unfortunately, for teenage girls. Not always. Like in Mean Girls, when he was like, I'm pretty sure that they were pretty content with themselves, or whatever they said. But yeah, I wouldn't say that I had to deal with anything like too extra crazy anyway. Me and my best friend were definitely dancing to the beat of our own drum a lot of the time. She definitely was more concerned with like people liking her and things along those lines. I was more content just like hanging out the two of us and having a great time. If anything, she really pissed me off most of the time when there was like other people around. But I realize now that I'm older that I'm an introvert and she was extremely extroverted, so it wasn't always the best combination. She didn't always understand me when it came to not wanting to be around people all the time and like not answering my phone when she called me 7 times in a row. So I'm speaking in past tense because she's unfortunately no longer with us. I mean, she's definitely with me always in spirit. My tattoo on my arm right here is a rose, and I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but you don't really see what it says. It says, "I love you, baby doll," and this is actually her handwriting from my 18th birthday card. So, and her middle name was Rose. So this is one of my tattoos for her. There will be many more to come, that's for sure. So I'm using my Espoma again today. I've got my orchid mix and my regular soil from them. For the Opuntia, I am going to use a chunkier mix. It was in a good mix, surprisingly, already. That was pretty chunky. Lots of bark. I keep burping. But some fresh soil never hurt anybody. So, and these Opuntias, this one's pretty thick, but the ones I've had in the past are definitely thirstier than other cacti because they're thinner. So keep that in mind. Still want it to be in soil, but like in a well-draining soil. So, same mix I would use for my Hoyas for the most part, to be honest. But let's try not to get stabbed. So yeah, what else was there? What was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's really it. That's what it came down to. What was I like? I was a rebel, a troublemaker, an outcast, an emo kid, a scene kid, whatever you want to call it. If I can find pictures for you, I can put them up on the screen. But yeah, I was kind of like what I call a floater. I was like friends with lots of different people, lots of different like groups of friends and stuff like that. I feel like one is stuck to the other. Did you get stabbed by your brother? Or did one spike just grow into another? That's fucking weird. Anyway, so yeah, it wasn't like terrible. I just really hated high school. I don't know very many people who liked it. I was just really eager to get out of there. So I actually did go to like more of a trade school. My senior year of high school, I went to a different school for half of the day. So I'd go to high school for the first half of the day, and then I would go to a trade school for the second half of the day, where I took fashion design and merchandising. And then I actually went off to college right after that to continue studying fashion design. Obviously, I'm not a fashion designer. I worked in the industry for a couple of years as an assistant, and it was awful. And honestly, like, with my health issues, it wasn't going to be sustainable anyway. So it ended up being for the best that didn't work out. Ow, god damn it, I got stabbed. I was trying so hard not to. I'll take this over the awful, like, fuzzy ones, and then hopefully we just never need to repot this again for, like, years. That one got me good. These ones are long, but there's not, like, a lot of them, so I thought maybe I'd be okay. Anyway. So, yeah, that's what I was like in high school. Weird. But people weren't that mean to me, probably because some people were a little bit afraid of me. Apparently I'm intimidating, which is like a common thing that I get from people, which is weird to me because I feel like you have to be like super confident to be intimidating. That's fine. Yeah. My high school boyfriend was a real jerk. He went to a different school. I met him at the trade school. He was going there as his regular school because they did that for like problem kids who like couldn't be in their regular school anymore. So, no surprise that he ended up being an overt narcissist. Yay! I really do know how to pick them. So, I mean, I did a good job this time with David, you know, I picked a good one. So, you live and you learn, right? Ow, that really hurt. I don't see like a cut or anything. It must have literally just stabbed me. Awesome. I'm trying to get this guy like upright over here and he doesn't seem to want to be. But yeah, that's what I was like in high school. So next question is from Leslie's Lovelies on Instagram, and I had mentioned I made a post that was like a funny meme of like this girl and with her eyes all bugged out, and they were, I could put it on the screen if I could find it again. And it was like when you realize why, you know, your dad said not to eat his brownies or something like that. And then I put a caption saying like, you know, that one time my mom didn't listen to me when I told her not to eat the brownie in the fridge. So somebody was like, we're gonna need, Leslie was like, yeah, we're gonna need a story time for that one. And it's a pretty quick story. So we can talk about it really quickly before we're done here. And so this was before everything was like as legal as it is now. This was a long time ago, and it was harder to get edibles because you had to get them either from California or from somebody who was literally just making them themselves. So a friend of mine had taken a trip to California and she brought back some homemade brownies. So I had one and it was in the fridge and it was really strong, like at least 3 or 4 times stronger than homemade brownies you were getting on the East Coast, you know, because the quality of the bud here wasn't nearly as good as it was there for a long time because people weren't growing it out east as much as they are now. But I was babysitting overnight that night, and it's not like my mom hasn't had any edibles or smoked anything before in her life, so I told her, like, just don't touch that one because it's really, really strong. And she was like, okay, fine, like, I won't touch it, right? I'm babysitting, the kid's asleep, I'm just chilling, I'm on my phone. It's like midnight, and my mom calls me, and she's like, like the cat with like Britney Spears when it's like, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And then the cat's like, okay, I'm really sorry for doing that. But that's one of my favorite videos on the internet of the girl in her car singing Spice Girls, and then they cut to the cat. Like, I'm gonna have to put it on the screen if I can find it now, okay? So, yeah. That's what my mom sounded like on the phone. She sounded like that cat. I was pretty tired at that point. This looks really wonky. I probably shouldn't have potted it like that way. But it was like falling down. It was like falling onto its brother. So I feel like I can train it to go back up. I could put like a little stake right here too. Or I can just take this whole arm off if it doesn't want to go and propagate it. And put it back in the top here. But here's my variegated opuntia. Don't want to hit myself in the face with it. I like how it's got like a bunch of green on that side and then like, yeah. Anyway, he's cute. This is Pickle Rick 2.0. So I'm gonna put him over here because we gotta water him too. I have shorts on, by the way. I'm not like not wearing any pants. So yeah, that's it. That's my story. It's not a very exciting story, but it's pretty funny. I was too tired to even think much of it at the time, but then the next morning when I went home, my mom told me that she ate even just like a little nibble of the brownie, and then I was like, okay, that makes sense now. All the pieces started to fit. So there's your story of the time my mom didn't listen to me and ate the brownie in the fridge. Now I tend to just give her like Delta 8 or something like that, which you can get at premiumjane.com, and you can use my code JUNGLE for 25% off your first purchase if you're looking for Delta 8, Delta 9, THCO products, CBD products for your dog. I've got the oils over here. I don't know, they're in the bedroom. I use a CBD oil now instead of my anti-seizure medication, and it has been helping tons, especially with like the physical withdrawal stuff, the shaking and things along those lines. And then the THCO gummies are my best friend for going to sleep at night, for helping turn off my brain and just going to sleep. I like that they don't necessarily make me sleepy, so I can have them during the day if I want to, but I've grown to prefer the CBD during the day and the THCO at night, which I feel like most people do the opposite. But whatever works for you, right? So I definitely recommend checking those out. I will have it linked down below. And that's it for this video. I do have some like of these spider plants still that I need to repot, but I don't really have the energy for that right now. So I'm gonna go clean up my mess. I hope that you enjoyed this quick little repot and story time. If you have any other things that you want to hear from me, questions that you have, stories that you want to hear, I can think of more specific stories if you want to, from high school and like those college years and stuff afterwards. My early 20s were crazy. So let me know in the comments below. If I like it, I will use it, and you'll get a shout out in the process, which is always fun. So that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I have a new plant shop and you should go and check it out. The link is going to be right down below. It is through Square, so it's really easy to use, really easy to navigate, really easy to check out. You can use your Cash App, you can use Afterpay, you can even just have it save your information so that you don't have to type it in every time you check out. So I'm still getting used to it, so there might be some issues on my end here and there, but let me know if there's anything that's like listed improperly, or if you're having a hard time checking out and things like that. But so far, everything has been smooth. I have made a sale already. I'm sure there will be more by the time that you see this, but it has only been up since yesterday. I just found a sunflower seed in my soil. Do you see it? Oh, my fingernails are so dirty and gross. This came out of the soil with the opuntia. Oh, baby sunflower seed, how did you get in there? Anyway, yeah. So that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, you should give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Come and hang out on Instagram. If you're not following me over there yet, it's at jacquelines.jungle. Stay up to date with everything. If not, if you don't have Instagram, you hate Instagram, we also have a Facebook group now. If you hate Facebook, that's okay, because we still have Instagram. You can always DM me over there. I might not see it, but I try. Facebook is actually better for that because there's less people, so you're more likely to get a response from me on Facebook. Not necessarily the Messenger. I don't really check that, but I should. I probably should. But like, just in the comments, if you leave me a message on the group, I will see it and I can respond to it. If you have a question, other people are there, they might answer it before I do, so definitely come on over. The link will be down there. I'm gonna stop talking now. There's a super thanks button though. There's one more thing. If you want to super thanks me and donate a few dollars to my channel, everything is appreciated. I cannot do this without you guys. If not, you should go buy some plants from my new website. Go check out how cute it is. I think it's really cute. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you, fam. And I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.